sickened. I was sickened by the standing ovation. I felt like Hollywood is just spineless, en masse.
Oh, Richard! Oh, wow! Keep my wife's name out your mouth!
What if I told you that the dark side of Hollywood that has long shielded Will Smith was just getting started with his Oscar slap? Nearly nothing occurred when Will Smith Music took the stage and smacked Chris Rock in front of everyone. He held onto his prize. He continued his professional career. Music. He refused to back down. However, everyone wanted to know why. Chris Rock and Jim Carrey, two musicians, are now responding to that query. The disturbing truth of Will Smith's protected status is being revealed. Insider reports music and legal accusations expose wrongdoing, secret organizations, and purported music ties to Jeffrey Epstein's island. The negative parts of the entertainment music business will not be discussed by the mainstream media. You won't believe what we discovered when we investigated music, the accusations.
Do you want to file charges? And Chris apparently said no, he did not.
He doesn't want the hassle. I'd announced this morning that I was suing Will for $200 million because that video is going to be there forever. It's going to be ubiquitous. It really felt like, oh, this is a really clear indication that we're not the cool club.
The world saw a startling incident at the Oscars Music on March 27, 2022. In front of 40 million people, Will Smith crossed the stage Music and smacked comic Chris Rock.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right? that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh.
However, Jim Carrey was really shocked by what transpired following the encounter. As if nothing had occurred, Will Smith sat down and continued his evening. Later that evening, he was given his prize and even got a standing ovation.
This is a beautiful moment, and I'm not crying for winning an award. It's not about winning an award for me. It's about being able to shine light on all of the people, Tim and Trevor and Zach and Sanaya and Demi and Ingenue and the entire cast and crew of King Richard and Venus and Serena, the entire Williams family.
For 10 years, Jim Carrey was the highest paid actor. He expressed his dissatisfaction at Hollywood's reaction. What others overlooked, he saw. Will Smith did not receive the standing ovation. It was an indication that Will Smith is safe. What about Chris Rock? A well-known comic with 40 years of experience was the target of the smack. He responded directly. At last, I'm over you. He stopped communicating with Will Smith. No media tour, no public dispute. Just quiet. However, this is when the narrative takes an odd turn. Will Smith's musical career did not suffer as a result of the issue. For 2 weeks, his film Bad Boys Ride or Die dominated the box office. His reputation was unaffected. It seemed as though nothing had ever occurred. Let me now put everything in perspective. Minor mistakes have wrecked the careers of certain celebrities. A poor tweet. An ancient picture. A joke taken out of context. In contrast, Will Smith nearly got away with assaulting someone in front of 40 million people on live television. This demonstrates Will Smith's exceptional degree of security. Jim Carrey posed a straightforward query. Why?
Escalate. It came out of nowhere because Will has something going on inside him that's frustrated, and I wish him.
Industry insiders have long criticized Will Smith. In Hollywood, he is, in fact, protected. However, Jada Pinkett Smith actually has influence over him behind the scenes. And the most obvious example of this was the Oscar fiasco. These observations were made by those who were there on that particular day. Chris Rock's joke didn't appear to affect Will Smith. Before Jada began to roll her eyes, he was giggling. She gestured to him, according to a number of onlookers. At that moment, he approached Chris and gave him a slap. He did not come up with the concept. Hollywood has long exalted the union of Will and Jada Pinkett Smith. They appeared to demonstrate that two individuals might have a secure, contented family and go on to become extremely well-known celebrities. Recent disclosures, however, have revealed that this picture was meticulously crafted and that music, their family life, was anything from ideal.
I know what happened to me. Getting smacked by Suge Smith. Everybody f***ing knows. Yes, I got smacked in the Oscars by this mother. And people like, did it hurt? It still hurts. But I'm not a victim, baby. You will never see me on Oprah or Gail crying. Never gonna happen. I couldn't believe it, and I loved it in black. No.
Their marriage failed in spite of their seeming wealth. This is what went wrong in private. Jada and Will got into a heated debate over priorities. Jada claims that Will put himself before Jada and the kids. Conversely, Jada claims that she put the kids above herself and her extended family. Both sides were significantly impacted by this. Jada and co-star Mark Anthony were allegedly involved in an affair in 2011. Even after Jada refuted these claims, the worries persisted. The tipping point then arrived. Jada's 40th birthday party. For over 3 years, Will had been preparing it as a surprise. A documentary detailing Jada's family history was part of the event. However, Jada ordered the remainder of the party to be cancelled since the public show infuriated her.
I could tell it bothered you. You did an eye roll.
Right. Yeah, and I did that eye roll, not so much for me.
As a result, they split up. According to Will, it started in 2011. According to Jada, it was 2016. Even the date of their breakup is up for debate. Let's fast forward until 2020. During Jada's divorce from Will, singer August Alsina claimed to have had a sexual involvement with her. For background, August was a buddy of Jaden Smith and the son of Jada. August said that Will was now on board. The public was shocked by this news, which sparked a well-reported debate.
He even discusses her 40th birthday party and how that was a low point. He went through all this trouble. He booked Mary J. Blige to perform. He gave her a video with sound bites from her late grandmother she had never seen before, doing all of those things. But all Jada had wanted was to actually chill with her husband. And then the next day he had even more festivities planned, and she was like, it's my birthday. She told me that the party was the most ridiculous display of my ego. So
Wow.
all of that happened. He had like Missy Elliott and all
Mary
Mary
and
J.
Mary?
Blige.
Wow.
Yeah.
I actually sat down with Will and had a conversation due to the transformation from their marriage to life partnership that they've spoken on several times, and it, not involving romanticism. He gave me his blessing. And I totally gave myself to that relationship for years of my life.
You and I decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship?
Yes, it was a relationship.
There was a contentious and perplexing argument on Jada's Red Table Talk program. Will voiced his discomfort when Jada described the situation.